What's up guys? So today I'm filming a tested out video with a bunch of new products. It's not a full face, but I just wanted to try out some new products. I've had them saved up and I could not wait any longer to try these out. So I'm gonna be testing out some foundations, highlighters, primers, all that good stuff. So if you guys want to see some new products being tested out, then make sure you keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so the first thing I'm gonna be testing out is this e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer in Radiant Glow. I've heard a lot about this and I've seen a bunch of people test it out. It's affordable and it's really good for the summer because everybody's going for like the natural glow. So this says that this multi-purpose primer preps your skin and fills in lines so makeup goes on evenly for a long-lasting luminous finish. So it just says apply to clean skin prior to makeup application. Use a small amount and blend evenly over the face. You may need to pump several times when product first opens. I like that it tells you that like you're probably gonna have to do that because some people are like, oh, I've pumped like 16 times. I don't care. As long as the product comes out. So let's try this out. I'm excited. I've seen this sitting on my vanity for forever and I just wanted to try it out. So throw out that plastic. First impression, weird. It's not like bad packaging. It's definitely like e.l.f. packaging. It's not like super high quality, but it's a really inexpensive product, so I really don't care as long as it works. So it's got a pump, like I said, which is great. I love pumps. They're so much easier to use. I'm gonna turn myself back facing the right way. And yeah, so I'm just gonna pump this on my hands. Pump it a few times. See how long it takes to come out. Okay, there we go. So it doesn't look very glowy. I would just say it's like a yellow primer. Has no scent to it. So I'm just gonna blend it in my hands. That's kind of what it looks like before I put it on my face. And then, oh wow. So it's got a very silicone feel, which is surprising. You would think it'd feel like a moisturizer, but it's definitely got a silicone base. Guys, oh my God, the glow is real. Look at that. That is crazy. Okay. So it's got a silicone feel, but it's definitely melting into my skin. Like I don't feel like some silicone primers like will sit on top of my skin and I can't stand it. But I feel like the more like I rub my fingers together like this, it's kind of like sinking in. Like I don't really feel it anymore. It just feels like a smooth surface. But oh my goodness, the illumination, that is crazy. Like if I had really nice skin and my skin was the same color, I would totally just throw this on and go for it. Like this is like crazy dewy. I like this. So 2 thumbs up so far on this because it does what it says it does. It says it's illuminating face primer. I feel like it's definitely filled in and blurred. It really looks nice and blurred right in here too. Can you see that? Like I feel like I don't have any, it says fills in lines. It doesn't say fills in pores, and blur, it doesn't have those too, but I would say it's definitely kind of blurring out any of my pores right in this area. I'm a fan so far, guys. I like this. So far, this is a big thumbs up, but at the end of the video, I'll come back and wear it throughout the day and come back and give you guys a check-in at the end of the day as to what I think and how they wear. So the next product I'm trying out is this Maybelline New York Dream Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish. I've tried the Dream Matte Mousse and I didn't want to go with a matte foundation because I wanted the glowy look clearly. So I'm gonna go in with this, and I love the other formula, so I'm hoping I like this one as well, and I'm gonna go in with both a brush and a sponge with this. Okay, so I got the shade 35 Nude Beige. I'm not sure what my shade is because the shades aren't the same as the Dream Matte Mousse because I'm shade 4 and they don't have like that number. So I'm gonna shake this up because it has like a little thing in it that I feel like I should shake. And it's a pump, which I also like, so. Oh, I should probably, is my beauty blender still wet? Yes, okay. It's still fluffy, so it'll work. I almost bought a new one of those, but for some reason I just didn't. Okay, so let's, okay, it's locked. Let's unlock it. I hope this shade is, that looks a lit. Oh no, that looks kind of light. Who knows? So let's try this. Maybe it'll kind of offset. No, that's nice. That's a pretty good color match. Okay. Okay, so like one pump, I feel like I did get a lot. I'm gonna kind of move on to this side and dot. I mean, I might have to go in with it. I'm gonna have to go in with another pump anyway to get the rest of my forehead. But I'm gonna go in with a brush first. This is just a Earth Therapeutics like face brush. It's really dense, so I'm gonna see how this works with this foundation. Okay guys, so this is the first side, and when I was blending this, I noticed this is awkwardly close. That primer left like seriously gold sparkles, like clumps of gold sparkles on my face. Like in here, like it's illuminated, but it's almost like cheaply illuminated. I don't know, I love this with a brush. I don't like many foundations with a brush, but this is really nice. The coverage isn't completely there. There's definitely some like freckles still peeking through, which I mean, I don't mind. Sometimes I'm going for that natural look, but I would say it's really nice and blurred out and it looks really nice. So let's go in with a sponge. I'm gonna do like an extra little pump here and kind of put this on my skin. Okay, let's try this with a sponge. So coverage wise, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking they're pretty much the exact same between the blender and the brush. But honestly, I'm not a big brush person, but if they do the same thing, this took me longer to blend out than it did just to go over it with a brush really quick and just kind of buff it in. It was super quick. So I'm gonna see how this will build up just a little bit. You can see some redness peeking through right here, and I'm like I was saying, you can see all of my freckles still. So I'm gonna see how this builds up. So I love this foundation with this brush. Like this, I've been trying to find a good foundation to blend out with a brush. I love the color match on this. It's really nice. It's just a teeny bit lighter, but if you guys watched my everyday glowy look, I've kind of been going for like a little bit lighter than my skin tone, because by the time I bronze and everything, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, you can see this is like the little patch that has the foundation, and it looks kind of like a line right there because it is. Let's just blend that in. But the coverage on this foundation, it definitely built it up nicely, and I would say it's pretty like medium full coverage. I don't know if it says what it's supposed to be. Yeah, there's literally nothing on this packaging except for like the shade, Maybelline's name, and that. So there's literally nothing on this about directions or whatever. And it didn't come in a box or anything. It just came with plastic sealed around it. So I love it. And if you guys can get this brush, I don't know where I got it. Probably just some drugstore, maybe Walmart, I don't know. It's like a weird brand. I don't think I bought it online, so it had to have been in store somewhere. But I mean, any kind of flat, dense brush will work. But this one, I love this foundation. I definitely am gonna let you guys know at the end of the day how it wore. But so far, I love the coverage and I love the finish. And that primer, even though it was really odd, it definitely is very glowy, and I like how it's looking with this foundation. So I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my face makeup except for highlighter, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys and I'll let you guys know how everything layered on top of this. Okay, you guys, I'm back and I am loving this combination. That primer with that foundation is stunning. I feel super flawless and I love it. Like everything blended on top of it so nicely. Now moving on, I'm going to be trying out this Revlon Photo Ready Skin or Face Illuminator in Pink Light. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on the back of my hand, just like that. So this is the packaging for it. It's got some stickers on it, that's why I really want to show it. And instead of using my beauty blender, I'm just gonna use one of these wedges that I have. You can buy these at literally anywhere. And I'm going to apply this just on my cheekbones, and hopefully this looks okay. I'm gonna kind of test it out on my hand a little bit. It's kind of getting a little iffy up here. I do have powder on, which I know sometimes isn't the best mix, but a lot of liquid highlighters you can just kind of tap on and they'll do good. So I'm gonna go in with this blender with it a little bit more wet since that blender is dry, and pat this out. So this is not my favorite as a highlight. It's a little choppy, patchy, but I think if you had a really matte foundation and you you love the coverage of it, but you didn't like how matte your skin looked, you could throw in a little bit of this. I don't think there's a lot of color change. Like I think it would really just kind of enhance and illuminate the foundation. So I might try that out for you guys and let you guys know how that works. But so far, it's not my favorite, and I'm gonna go over the top of it with a powder just because I'm not a huge fan of how it looks on its own. So I'm just gonna quickly set my face, or mist my face with this coconut water. So I like the highlighter with that on top. It's very nice. I'm gonna kind of blend out the side just a little bit with this stippling brush because I feel like it's a little harsh. So now my favorite thing, I'm so excited. This is the Nubian by Juvia's eyeshadow palette. I have had this for weeks now and not gotten to play with it. You guys, if you follow me on social media, you would have saw me when I got this and saw some swatches of it. So I am pumped to try this out. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna start playing with this. I have no idea what I want to do with this, but I went ahead and set my lids with a face powder, or I'm going to go ahead and set my lid with a face powder just because there isn't a shade in here that is just a matte lid color, which is fine. Everyone, if you have your face powder, if you used it that day, then it's fine. So I'm just gonna quickly put some Coty Spun powder and matten this part out. So now I'm just gonna go into this color because it just looks like a transition-y color that I would reach for. So I'm gonna zoom in a little more. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna tap off the excess and let's get to work, you know? That is some color payoff, guys. So very rich colors. Good color payoff, honestly. And just a little update, if you guys saw my testing out Amazon makeup and stuff, these brushes from Amazon have become like the brushes that I use like every single day. I'm obsessed with these. I'm continually going in with that same color and gradually building this up because I don't want it to be too choppy. I really just want to gradually build the shades. So now I'm just going to go in with another one, and I'm going to go in with that slightly darker shade to the right of it. And I'm just going to deepen this up just a little bit more. We're going to do a basic look today, guys. Apparently I'm running out of storage on my memory card, which is so fun. We'll do a quick and simple look with this. So now I'm gonna take that darkest shade, I don't have another hand, and I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm gonna kind of deepen up the lash line a little bit and the outer V, hopefully. And then I'm probably gonna use this to smoke out the lower lash line as well. So I am gonna go in with the same brush and just clean off with my color switch, and I'm gonna go into that first shade and smoke this under my lower lash line. Now going on with that darker shade, I'm just gonna put this on the outer corner over here. So now I'm gonna go in with that brush that I first used for that first color, and I'm going to put a little bit more on that, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges to make sure this is really nice and blended. So I'm really loving how easily these blend. They are so easy to blend out. I'm loving it. And now I'm gonna go in with a, whoa, it's falling off my, okay, there it goes. A flat shader brush, and I'm gonna go in to the shade, let's go into the shade. I just want a little bit of a lighter lid, and I'm gonna try and pack this on to my lid. Next, I'm actually gonna spray it with a little bit of this coconut water first to allow it to pick up some product. So that's a lot of product. Hopefully this is okay. Holy cow. This is like a foiled eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna kind of carve out my crease a little bit with this. Just like that. And I'm gonna kind of blend this in softly. You guys, that is stunning. Like, that shadow is like amazing, and I didn't even have to like dig into the shadow. I just really swiped like 2 or 3 times, and it's a lot of product. So I'm gonna go in with the tip of this brush, and I'm going to put this on the inner corner of my lower lash line. Guys, that shadow is stunning. I cannot believe how well that blended out. Now I'm going to go into this brush. I'm not going to put any extra product on it, and I'm just going to kind of blend this crease. You guys, that is so stunning. And I'm going to go in with that darker shade just a tiny bit to deepen up this outer corner and really blend this together so it's really soft. Okay guys, so that is the eyes complete. I'm obsessed with this. It is so stunning. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I am pumped to try this out. I've heard nothing but great reviews about this. And I was almost out of my mascara, so it was time. And it has a lot to live up to because I really love my mascara. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Is that what it's from? Too Faced or Tarte? I don't know. It's very similar packaging. Definitely feels a little bit more cheapy compared to that, but okay, the wand is pretty big. So, and I did get the shade Black is Black. So let's try this out. This is a very dry mascara. I'm used to more wet mascaras. It just, like, for it to be fresh out of the tube, it doesn't feel very wet. Like, it almost feels like it's a little old, which is weird for me. I mean, I'm not complaining. Like, it's just a little different. Now I have to let that dry. Okay, so this is the lash without going on top, and I have to say that I like this better. So I don't suggest going on top of the eyes because it's going to make it a little clumpy. I have to say I'm a little clumpy. So yeah, I definitely like this eye better. I feel like it actually went to the root a little more, but I'm kind of afraid to keep going on the side because I don't want it to be clumpy. And I'm not going to do any false lashes today because I'm not doing anything else for the rest of my day except for going to a birthday dinner, and I don't want to look like a drag queen or like very glam for that. So I'm going to go clean off this great piece of artwork that I did, and it does have a little bit of fallout, as you guys can see, the glitter, but it's not terrible, easily swept away. Okay guys, I had to turn off those lights because they were giving me a super like migraine. So final thoughts so far are, by the way, I threw on some lipstick. This is just a LA Girl lip color. Not sure the shade for you guys. I'll link it down below. So far, first impressions, I love everything. The only thing I wasn't obsessed with was the highlighter, but I could try that out different ways. I could put it on before I put powder on. I could try it mixed in with my foundation. So far, I'm obsessed with everything. Everything turned out really good. But I'm gonna check up with you guys at the end of the day. It is 3:30 right now. So I will be checking up with you guys tonight before I release the beast again and let all of my face flow. But I'm obsessed with how the eyes turned out. This has to be one of my favorite eye looks I've ever done. So that is definitely one of my favorite palettes. I mean, I don't really care about the wear of my eyeshadow. Like, I think that really depends on your base and how you set it and everything. So I just have to go ahead and say that this is like my new favorite palette. I love it. You can get it on Juvia's website. It was on sale for $18. Not sure if it's on sale anymore, but when I purchased it a few weeks ago, it was. So you guys can feel free to check and let me know what you guys think of it down below. If it's still on sale, I'll let you guys know in the description. But yeah, I'll check up with you guys a little later in the day. Well guys, it's been one heck of a day. It's late, I'm tired, but I wanted to give you guys a rundown on everything that I loved, and honestly it's gonna be really quick because I loved everything. I love how my makeup lasted. Let's make sure you can see my face. So just gonna leave it quick and simple to say I loved all of these products and I highly recommend them to you guys, and I'm gonna continue using them. So if you guys want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed and leave it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.